That's
We
a
do need to
pricey
drink
little
clean
outfit.
water.
Bottom line is, it's not
So let's
a
focus.
campaign debate.
It
It's
isn't,
not a
it
campaign.
isn't at all. I'm not here to ask a question.
Campaign's over, Mary Beth.
Here's my question.
Campaign is over, Mary Beth.
I wish you would know that.
What's the question?
Thank you. The issue at hand is, for every moment you continue to delay it, you will have increased costs. If you believe, wherever you put it, that you are not taking tax property off the rolls, you are wrong. But you are also gaining tax property when you have the old firehouses that you will then sell. There's a value in those.
Who's going to buy them?
The same people who will buy other property in the city of Peekskill, since I believe there was also just recently a large number of properties that went and had income that brought to the city. So I believe that there are people who will buy it, especially since they are in locations that people may want to open other businesses or something else in them. All I'm here to say is that when you continue to delay, even the 4 years, you could go back to 4 years ago when I was on the council. This took years to approve, and the individuals, some new on the council, some somewhat new on the council, if there was this much concern about the cost, then where was everybody over the last 10 years? I saw no one here other than a handful of residents or some residents coming up and being concerned about the cost. So Mr. Catalina and the new members, there were 10 years to argue over whether this was going to be 15 million or not. There were plenty of meetings to discuss it. You want to look at it again and see if you can make it smaller, that's fine. But the bottom line is, if any of you have gone into the current firehouses, the disrepair and the unhealthy environment that both volunteer and careers spend a good portion of their time is just deplorable. So I don't want to pay any taxes like anybody else in this room, volunteers included. But the bottom line is, I want to know the last time that somebody took a first grader or a second grader to any of those firehouses. It's an embarrassment to this city to continue to have those firehouses. So you can go back and revisit the issue, but if it's going to take another 10 years, you need to figure out how to make it a little quicker. Because it's just not
Careful, you might get arrested.
Thank you for allowing us to take another look at the issue. And I can assure you, and I did at the last meeting, that this will be resolved in this year.
Tweet at 936 Cross Court. You keep talking about moving the meetings and stuff down to Centennials, but one thing nobody ever mentioned, there's 7 traffic lights from Centennials to Main Street here. That's going to add a substantial amount of time to the volunteers responding back to this side of town if there's a fire on the north side of town. And
They should use eminent domain to take the old Lincoln Mercury property, if that's what it was, across from Beverage World, because if anyone really believes that Peekskill needs another auto parts store or another dollar store, they're kidding themselves. But because somebody's friends with somebody's friends, who's the owner, who spent money,
and that's just the main drag. You go on the side streets, there's freaking more stop signs around here than Carter's got liver pills.
I believe it.
You can't take your 15 minutes.